Well, hello everybody, and welcome back once again to Minecraft. We are kicking off episode 34 here by what looks like immediately having to go to bed. Anything to make the day come quicker, I think, because I think going out at night just in general is proven to be a little bit dangerous. So, we'll sleep the night away, awaken on a beautiful morning, and then go down and write down what we want to do for the day. I've got quite a few things written for today. A lot of them are a little bit minor. Some of them are working on major constructions we already have going on. Whatever the case, it's a little bit of work today. I'm going to continue working on the balcony today. I'm going to actually get the major structure of the balcony out instead of just the rigid outline. I'm going to try and at least get the platform built, if not the supports and the sort of like fence around it. We'll see what we can do with that, but that is going to be one of the major things I want to do today. Another thing I wanted to do, I wanted to go briefly explore the nether, because we have not yet had a chance to use our fire resistance potions that we worked so hard for, and I think we can afford to go do a quick outing in the nether, the most hostile and fiery place I can think of, and try and gather some resources, maybe nether quartz or what have you. In that same vein, I think that another one of the major things I want to do today is gather XP, which is a very basic sort of bland, broad goal, but I would like to further enchant the tools that I have and my newly acquired diamond armor, and 3 levels is not really adequate for the amount of enchantment I want to do, so we're going to need more levels. Now, there are various ways I know how to do that. One, of course, is just killing things. Another is mining resources, of which we have many down in the mine, but we've been mining a lot, really, I think, in the recent episodes. So I'm going to try and find different methods. I'm going to try going to the nether today, just to see what I can find there. Probably mine some nether quartz if I end up walking all the way into the newly generated areas. And then I may end up going off to try and find one of the mob spawners that I don't remember where the ones are that we saved, but I know that we've saved some, and if I can find one, we can just sort of sit there and kill skeletons over and over again. Not great filmable material, but it will work. Let's satiate the tiny little bit of hunger that I have. And then one thing I wanted to do, besides just gather XP, I think this is probably, the last major thing I wanted to at least start today is line pathways with flowers. I seem to have an affinity for flowers, especially decorating around here. I just like how they look, really. I like the contrast of color, and I think they're rather pretty. So I would like to include more, and I think that these pathways, as constructed as they are, could use a little bit more flair. So I want to find some way to just completely line these with flowers, because I think that would be very pretty. And it would sort of complement the appearance we already have going on in here of just being completely flooded with nature. I think that's all the major things I wanted to do today. So now it's just a question of what do we start on. I think we should start with the nether, because that is a place that we have not been in quite a long time, and I think it's time to pay a visit. I actually can't recall precisely the last time that we were there, or what we did while we were there, but yep, I'll give you a treat. What I do know is that I think it has been quite a minute, and we have not had a chance to use any fire resistance potions, as far to my knowledge at least. So I'm going to pack quite a few of those. 3. Should give us 24 minutes of fire resistance, which is far longer than we'll actually end up spending in there. And we'll just go off and see what we can find. Hopefully, we find something amazing and awesome. But I never know. I don't know if this place could be just completely barren for all I know. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I saw an explosion, and I lost some health, and my portal went out. But luckily, I carry a flint and steel. That was incredibly lucky, actually, because I did not have any other way of making fire or getting out. Excuse me, my goodness. My nose is fighting against me today. Yeah, that was a very lucky, accident that I happened to bring that, because that could have been very bad. I do have a way to get out, of course, but I would prefer not to have to go off and, wander a couple thousand blocks. Okay, so this is where we were before. I don't quite recall. I should definitely keep note of these coordinates. It's like -80, -160. I'll try and remember those. If I forget, well, that's rather unfortunate. I can generally follow the sort of sparse torch path that we blaze for ourselves. Or, taking this fire resistance potion, I could opt for a more direct approach and engage in an Olympic swim across the lava ocean beneath us. Frankly, I'm not really inclined to do that, because getting down does not look like it's going to have an easy method for getting back up. But it is an option if we need to emergency dive off a cliff. I can't even walk up this one. I don't even know what's going on. I think I'm trying to follow the path that I laid out for myself, but the issue is I didn't really lay out a path for myself. I just sort of placed torches around and wandered. So it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for me to effectively navigate this place. We'll see what we can do. If we find anything amazing, that's great. Really, what I'm on the lookout for currently is nether quartz, because I need that sweet, sweet experience. There's a ghast, apparently. Where are you? Hello. Get out of here. That's not what I meant to do, but I guess that's what I ended up doing. One shot. I forgot how powerful my bow is. Oh yeah, I can just ride down this. And just not even have to worry about it, because I'm resistant to fire. I'll have to remember to get back up here, but if I remember those coordinates, it shouldn't be too bad. So really now I'm just trying to run out in a direction to find nether quartz, which we've just done. And I have to use our not enchanted pickaxe, because if I use the enchanted one, I won't actually get the experience. I'll just get the block. Can I stop being on fire, please? Like, I've been out of the lava for a while now. Thank you. Just gather as much of this as I can, and look, we're already up 3 levels, up from 3 now to 6, which is very nice. And there's even a little bit of glowstone down here that I can gather. Now this, I do want to use the enchanted one on, because then I can just mine the whole block, which will make my life a whole lot easier in gathering this kind of stuff. Because ordinarily you'd have to break it, it'll explode into dust, and it just wouldn't be a fun time for anyone involved, really. But, okay, so I don't know exactly which direction I want to be heading. Just generally this way, I guess. I'm not quite sure. I don't really have an aim. How much fire resistance do I have? 5 minutes. Okay. So we will be good for a while, and that will also give me a gauge as to how long we've been in here. I probably don't want to spend too long, maybe at most 15 minutes, so by the end of our second fire resistance potion, we should be back at the portal. There's a lot of quartz around here. I saw tons of big outcroppings just around this place, so it's going to be experience galore, and it'll let us get more nether quartz, which I don't actually have very much of right now. That could have been... I almost hit the zombie pig, which I don't think would have been good for me. From what I know about them, they get very angry if you hit one of them. And there's a ghast. Where are you? Ow. I see explosions, but I don't see ghasts. That's really helpful. Can you leave me alone, please? Can I even shoot you from up there? Yes, I can. That was awesome. Now Ow. I don't know where the other one is. Yeah, I still got the sinking feeling in my stomach from falling there. It's like, even though I know that the worst case scenario is that I take a lot of fall damage, it still can't help me from worrying that I'm going to just suddenly dive into a lake of lava and see my rather brief and swift end. Even though I know consciously that I have fire resistance. Instinctual reaction, I suppose. 15 levels already. That is crazy, actually. I've only been mining for like 6 minutes here, and we've already quintupled the amount of levels that we started with. So, let it be known that nether quartz is an incredible source of XP, at least in the long run. There we go, and there's no shortage of it. It is just abundant in these caves. So, if I ever need a huge amount of experience, this is most certainly an option that I can utilize. That, and it gives some nice resource benefits. Now, I should definitely be utilizing my ender chest here, I think, because that... Where are you? I can't see you at all. I don't even know where I'm being shot at from. Ow, my wrist. I don't know what's going on. My wrist is starting to hurt suddenly. I don't think I have carpal tunnel, so I don't know what it is. I don't even know where the shots are coming from. There you are. I just tanked that fireball. Oh, and now you run away the moment I try and start to shoot you. Well, I guess we'll just have to move to a different area soon enough. Hello. Please get out of my way so I don't hit you on accident. Can you stop? You are disrupting this whole operation. Get out and stay out, please. I can't even do anything because these ghasts are just so disruptive. I'm just gonna leave this plateau because even though there's such lucrative quartz here though. I'm gonna gather as much quartz as I can. We have 1:40 left of our fire resistance. You are about as far away as you could possibly be while still being able to see me, and you are still shooting at me. I don't like these ghasts. I really don't like them. It's like Call of Duty. They'll just sit at the back of the map and snipe you. That damaged you, but it didn't kill you. Yeah, do you have an opinion? I certainly do. I'm gonna drink another potion. So we'll drink this, and then we'll probably start heading back up. I don't even care about the gas anymore at this point. Like, I'm just so sick and tired of them. They really do not want me here. So I'm just gonna leave. Goodbye. I can't even see you. This is just not even anywhere near remotely fair. Just shoot at me from all the way across in the nether fog where I can't even see anything. Whatever. At least we found a lot more quartz up here, and at least we didn't wander too far. Yet lucky that we actually didn't explore this direction very much at all previously, because it means that it's all pretty much new generated terrain, which means we get all of this stuff. Let's try not to fall here, because this could probably lead to dangerous heights if I mine straight down in an ignorant fashion. So I'll probably get these last few ones up here, and then I'll start heading back towards our nether portal. Suppose I can take this moment to ask how everyone's doing. As ever, I hope well. I've been doing fairly well, finally getting over the stupid illness that I think I had. From, as far to my knowledge, I think it developed into bronchitis, which is not preferable or good. It didn't feel very good either, but I think just finally I'm actually starting to be done with it. My nose is still a little bit irritated, but it's so much better than it was, especially 2 weeks ago. And I guess that could go great lengths to explain the sheer duration of that illness that I had. because that's the general length of bronchitis. It tends to be about 2 to 3 weeks. Didn't feel great, but finally we are coming out of it, and everything is much better now. I think that's probably about all the quartz I want to gather for now. I mean, that's nearly 3 stacks that we've gotten, which gives us quite a few blocks of quartz. Oh my goodness, the gas are shooting at me again. I'm just gonna leave. I'm sick and tired of these ghasts. I'm just gonna exit the premises and never come back. They are vigilant. There you are. I'm not letting you escape. There we go. That was magical. Every once in a while, I'll pull off an amazing shot like that. It doesn't happen often. Did you drop anything that I could use? Or did you drop it all straight into the fire that you yourself lit? I think the answer is tending towards the latter. Oh, no, we got ourselves a gas tier. I can't recall if I've actually gotten one of those before. I think I have. I think that's what you use to make the potion of regeneration, from what I remember. I can't quite recall. Okay, so I think we are probably going to want to start heading back now. It's been about 15 minutes, so we are going to head back to our portal, and then go home and just do whatever we need to do next. Probably balcony building. Frankly, I should be spending this time and putting all of the random things I got back in here, including all the things I no longer need. And that should be about it. Now I just take this back, and then we go off on our merry way. There we go. Wonderful. There we go. Okay. So now we can start heading back in the general direction that I remember going. Ouch. I paid so little mind to that. I think this is where we came up from. This looks familiar. And of course there's more gas, ready to make my life difficult. You know what, you get a face full of Valencia. That's what I thought. That was good. And experience for me. I'm at 27 levels, which is not insignificant, I don't think. I mean, that is certainly enough to at least get a start on enchanting, because I don't necessarily have to enchant everything to level 30. I may tend to actually do some lower level enchantments before I get to the really high level ones. I think they'll probably be more beneficial for us in the end anyway. So I guess that can also lead me into one of these sort of unmentioned goals that I wanted to do today, which is I want to move that enchantment table. Because while it fits nicely in our basement, and our basement installment is an installment I enjoy, I feel that some new installments that we've put in could serve to have at least one function in them. And I think that the treehouse that we built in the previous episode looks to be a rather splendid place for putting something of that nature. I just think that it would fit well. So I think our portal was this way. Yes, it was. Very lucky that I had the flint and steel, otherwise we would have been in a bit more of a situation currently. And we're right back here. Wonderful. Yeah, that looks like a prime sort of area for installing something like an enchantment table. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Right after, of course, we go to sleep to make the monsters go away, and then deposit all of our newly gathered resources. My wrist. Ow. I don't know what's going on with my wrist. It feels like it's sort of halfway in between popping. Not sure. I'm not, like, doing anything strange with it. I'm just holding my mouse in a typical manner. I don't know. I don't understand anatomy. Well, I think that the move now is going to be... I guess you're just stuck in the table. That's fine. Put my fire resistance potion back, and then... What is the level that we have? The minimum is 9. So we could get away with enchanting 3 things, which is all of the armor that we have. So, you know, I think we will actually go ahead and enchant first and then move. So we'll go until we get a 9, because that's going to allow us to perfectly divide it. among 3 of our pieces of armor. As soon as it gives me a 9, which there was one, and I just totally missed it. I gotta be much more careful about paying attention now. 5, 17, 5, 11, 7, 7, 3, 7. Come on. I don't want 10, I want 9. 8, 8. It's like giving me every number but the number I need. I saw it once, and then it's just not even there anymore. Come on. It does not like me right now. There it is. Blast Protection 1. Is that good? I don't know. Maybe it's amazing. Was it worth spending 9 levels on? Or all the effort that it took me to even try to cast 9 levels on it? I don't know. I really don't know anything. 9. Protection 2. That seems nice. So then we just hit this with as many levels as we possibly can. If it will ever give me the amount that I need. 7, 8, 5, 4, 6, 7, 7, 9. There we go. Protection 1 and Respiration 1. I've never seen Respiration as far to my knowledge. Also, my chest piece is not looking happy. Did it change my language? I think it did. Yes, it did. Why did it do that? I want that language. I don't even know how I could tell. I thought it was called the chess piece in British English, but it's not, apparently. I guess I just sort of instinctively knew. I was playing a little bit previously in a session before this, and there were just some things that looked slightly off. I don't know. I fixed it. Sometimes the game loves to do that for whatever reason. It loves to switch my languages back and forth. I don't even know why. So, our next move is probably on that balcony. Now that we have our freshly enchanted armor, I don't know what Respiration does. Probably has something to do with breathing, I would assume from its title. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out in time, or someone will have to tell me, or I'll have to look it up. Whatever the case, I will know, and I'll learn a new thing. I can't recall as far as I've ever seen I've never seen Respiration or what it does. Okay, I am running out of room for Smoothstone. I need a new chest installment. I need to expand this place. I think I mentioned that previously, I just didn't get around to it. That's going to end up being a much larger project though, so that'll be something we get to in time. So in here goes our glowstone. We actually have a ton of glowstone at this stage. Ow, my wrist. Why does it hurt so bad? I don't get it. That does not seem good, really. So, mushrooms, rotten flesh. Rotten flesh goes in here. Bones. Guess we'll put the gas tier in here as well. And then the mushrooms, I guess, would go over here. Sure. It will allow me to plant some new ones. I don't even know where I got those. I guess they were just like sitting on top of things. I really don't remember. Okay, that's the inventory cleaned out. So now, it's the decision of what do we build our balcony out of? I actually don't remember if I came to a conclusion previously, but we have a variety of options. We could do smooth stone, cobblestone as we have been, wood if we want to go gathering trees for like 20 minutes, or some other random building material that we happen to have a lot of, which is not very many, really. I think that it's going to end up probably being smooth stone, because we just have so much of it recently because of my silk touch pickaxe. So, let's do smooth stone, why don't we? Let's just get the basics of this platform built, and then we will have to decide if we want to do fences. I think we could do fences, but I know that there are other options that are available to me, including, but not limited to, we have stone walls, I believe, and iron bars. Now, stone walls I think they can only be made out of cobblestone, from what I remember. They would serve to sort of continue the continuity between the structure below me, the cliff base, and this upper smooth platform, which would be nice, I think, having some sort of connection between them, because currently there's sort of a discontinuity, because of course they're built out of different things and there's no real transition between them. And the other option is iron bars, which will serve to sort of complement the brutalist look we're going for, really, because with these pure smooth stone constructions, it will end up looking very 1960s, like bomb-proof, almost. And I think iron bars would serve to complement that. I think I'm probably going to end up going with stone walls, because I've been seeing them in the creative menus, and I like the look of them more, I think. I'll end up using iron bars for something else, probably, but for this situation, I think it's going to be stone walls. And I'm probably also going to use them to build these sort of stilts that this platform will be standing on. The scaffolding, really. So, we'll have to end up building a bunch of those. Now, we have no shortage of cobblestone, at least not yet. Our smooth stone has actually been building up a lot more than our cobblestone because I've been using my enchanted pickaxe so much. But I don't think we're going to have any issue making the walls that we need. Just get this finished. Did I grab enough? I think I did. I should have. I hope I did. That big platform was the main sapper of our resources. Finish this bridge, and then I have one more stack after this. Should be enough. Just get this built out. This is not an insignificant structure that I'm building here. It's one of the larger structures I built, actually. If not the largest in terms of area, at least. Definitely not the most resource intensive. I would say that probably the cliff base was the most resource intensive. But certainly not small. But it gives us a very nice view from another angle, and the highest vantage point of the ones we have yet, of all of the structures that we have built, which I rather enjoy. So, now, well, the order of operations is going to be building the walls, putting the torches in, and that's probably about it for now. And also the scaffolding beneath. So for that, we need a lot of cobblestone. Now, if I can recall how to build these, that would be a good start. We're going to do these walls first. I would assume it's just like fences. Yes, it is. Okay. And it is a one-to-one respondence as opposed to, I don't know what fences are like, but I know that they are not one-to-one. So this will actually not be an issue at all. Cobblestone walls are actually a lot more resource efficient, because I think it's 6 sticks to 2 or 3 fences, as opposed to it's 6 cobblestone to 6 cobblestone walls here. And they do this cool thing where they sort of work into each other like that, and they form these little corners. I like them. I think I may end up using these more because A, of the resource efficiency. Also, we have tons of cobblestone to begin with. And B, I just think they look kind of nice. So, expect to see these more in the future, because I think that they will work handily, especially for this purpose. There we go. Getting it done here. Yeah. And this serves the same function as fences, it's just, again, it feeds more into the aesthetic up here that we're going for, of just everything being cobblestone. So, in short, I enjoy it. I'm actually going to break these torches out, and put the torches on top of here. That works better, I think. And then I'll just do one on each corner. And I'll have to make more torches, but you get the idea. So now I get to go underneath and do the pillars. I guess I'll just do them on every corner. And these are going to be varied in height, of course, because this platform goes across a rather uneven range of mountains. I mean, pretty even in terms of mountains, but still not like perfectly level, flat, like magical, smooth platform. So I don't know how many this is going to take, but it's going to take quite a few. And this under here is going to be remarkably dark. This is just going to be heaven for monsters to spawn. Okay, that one is going to be a little bit irritating to do. So, you know what? I think I'm actually going to get down off of this hill. There was definitely a better way I could have done that, but that one was the quick way. Yeah, it's looking a lot more formidable now that I'm actually building it out. How many minutes has it been? About 30, looks like. Okay, so we got 15 more minutes, just about, to get some work done. Let me take a sip of my iced coffee here. Delicious. I don't have iced coffee very much, but when I do, I never regret it. I always seem to enjoy it. So I had one today, and it's hazelnut flavored, and I really like hazelnut flavor, especially in coffee. I can't explain why. I just think the hazelnut flavor complements the coffee in a very specific and enjoyable manner. Other flavors in coffee I find tend to get a little bit in the way or be a little bit dissonant with the coffee flavor, but I think hazelnut is the correct kind of complementary. I can't explain my reasoning, that's how I feel about it. Okay, so this, so it's this block. So if I get up on there, I can actually get up onto this. And that will make my job a lot less difficult. There we go. Yeah, we're definitely going to need more walls. Well, my mouse just went crazy there. So, torches is another thing that we need. And frankly, I actually don't know what our coal supply is looking like. It may be running out, which is kind of remarkable. If anything, we do have glowstone, and a lot of it. So we may end up utilizing that, actually, because, yeah, our coal supply is out. We don't have any. So I think it's glowstone time. And we even have more glowstone dust that we could utilize to make just over a stack of glowstone, which is pretty nice. I've never had this much glowstone at once. So we need at least a stack of these. I'll use more of these to make just under 2 stacks. That seems like it's going to be beneficial to us. And now I get the choice of figuring out how to light this place up. Now, what I think I'm going to end up doing, I will actually put some glowstone in the middle of this. And then I think I want to alternate like this with the glowstone down the middle of this. If I'm very careful, I can continue to walk on this without falling through. Go down and collect our smooth stone here in a second. And then we just, not like that. That's not what I wanted to do. We just continue in this fashion, breaking out every other one and doing it in a sort of alternating back and forth fashion. I don't know that we're going to have enough glowstone for this, but I sure hope we do. Because I don't want to go and get more, really. This should at least be enough to light up the bottom, so that way monsters don't flood it consistently. So let's see if we can cover this with the amount that we have. I'm not really sure, but I hope that we can. I mean, we're already down halfway in our collection, so we'll be cutting it close. 16, 15, 14. Not like that. 14, 13, 12, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6. We're going to end up with just 4 left. So, we don't have the most glowstone in the world, but it will at least serve to give us lighting down here, which we need. And we can just go back and gather all of the smooth stone that we no longer need. Gather that. I think it looks rather cool, too. just adds something to the aesthetic of it. So that one is this block right here. So I need to get on this in order to go up here. Oh, I'm already up. Okay, well, let me do my secret strategy like that. There we go. And now I can just break this out and take less damage from the fall. There we go. Now I could make this fancy looking if I wanted to waste resources, which I think I do. Do I? That actually doesn't look as nice as I thought it would for some reason. So I think I'm just going to leave it like that, really. Because physics... I don't know. Minecraft physics do not need to be as rigid as normal physics. I can get away with doing a lot more things in Minecraft than I could in real life. If Minecraft architecture worked in real life, our buildings would be a lot weirder. Okay, so that's this one here. That was a whiplash that I just got there. That kind of hurt my head a little bit, doing that fast transition. Do this. Okay, can I reach over to that one? I can, but barely. I'm amazed I even got that. That was kind of miraculous that I managed to grab that one. Or I could just do this. I feel like this is probably a better way to do it. Because then I can just break down all the blocks and not even take any damage at all. You have to try things to discover what methods work. So this, that actually hangs off the edge a little bit. I think it's this one. No, it's one further out even. Okay, so it's there. Okay. I have an idea for how I can make this look like it makes sense without having to build all the way down. Do that carefully. Put there. Break that out. Yeah, now what I think I could do is I could just build it like a, sort of grabs into the side of the mountain. At least that's what we'll say. So that's this block right there, I think. Is it? No, it's this one. I can't even see. My eyes do not like to work very well. Which makes things like this a little bit more difficult than they ordinarily would be, I imagine. Oh, I'm going to be like one wall short. I am exactly one wall short. Good thing I made another stack. I totally forgot that I did that for a second, and I was about to be a little bit irritated. Okay, so that's the main east platform, at least in the structural sense. Fairly finished at this point. I do need to light the top side, but frankly, the glowstone may actually cover all of my needs for lighting. I would prefer to have torches placed on every raised part here. I think that would look nice, but this does at least function. We'll have to wait until night falls to truly evaluate it, but in the case of right now, where I don't have any torches, we are going to roll with it. So let's go down, put away all the random things we don't need anymore, and then I think we'll go ahead and move the, I can't even say anything. Because I think we're just coming up on time here. I think we will go ahead, move the enchantment table into the treehouse, and then call it a day's work. I actually did make iron bars previously, but I can't remember what for. I am really failing to recall what I used these for. I'm sure I'll walk past it and it'll all make sense to me. But I've just totally forgotten what those were actually used for in this place. So we actually had a little bit extra glowstone. I didn't even notice that. But still, 8 is not a lot, really. Like, I could stand to have more, but that requires another nether adventure, and that is a task for another time. So, let's move this enchantment table, why don't we? I really can't recall what I was using these iron bars for. Was it in the windows there? No. I totally don't remember. I've totally forgotten. Are my cows still up there? I know I killed a lot of them previously, but oh, yeah, they are. I just couldn't see them from the angle I was at. Okay, so time to move an enchantment table, and that's probably going to be about it for this episode. I think we're going to go a little bit over 45, but I hope you all don't mind that. I try to stick to a pretty rigid time frame now because people seem to enjoy the shorter frame content as opposed to the previous videos where it was like about 15 minutes over an hour usually. That was typically the time I aimed for, but I didn't really have a set deadline. Now I'm trying to limit it to 45 minutes, 50 minutes tops. And I've been doing fairly well at sticking pretty close to that, but there are moments like today where it's like I slip a little bit. I think we're coming up on just about 50 minutes here. So if we get this done in a timely fashion, we shouldn't have any major issues. Now I do know there's actually reduced headspace up on the treehouse, so you may have to break out some of the leaves to get an effective enchanting station, or we'll see what we can do. This breaks out fairly quickly. Silk Touch is so convenient for tasks like that where ordinarily if you just broke it with an axe or whatever, the bookshelf would just explode into books and the wood would be nowhere to be seen. Luckily, Silk Touch remedies that issue. It just takes a little bit more time, but really, I can live with that. Okay, so we have... Yeah, we don't have a huge amount of headspace up here, but I will make it work. Now, I think a good place would be this corner. That seems like a good location, and the enchantment table is going to end up being there. So let me see if I can make this look nice. I can actually make it wrap around. And do like that. Now, that should still give me the level 30. And now it's symmetrical. Wonderful. Yeah, it's a little bit obstructive, but it doesn't clash horribly with anything else. And it still lets me access everything that I need, including the exit, my crafting table, and the path up to our balcony level. Wonderful. Now, I think we'll just go up and give a quick survey of the light levels at the balcony platform, and then we will be taking our leave. I should also go cross off the goals that we wrote down, because we got pretty much all of them done today from what I remember. We gathered XP, we went to the nether, we built most of the balcony platform. We didn't get to line the pathways with flowers, unfortunately, but we will get to that in the next episode, I assure you. Or at the very least, the start of it, because that's going to be... Gathering flowers has always been a time-consuming process, and I'm going to need to put some time into it. So it's probably going to stretch out over a couple episodes, but that's fine. I've had things that happen like that, especially like building the wall and whatnot, where it's just like, that's a long-term goal. It's going to take a while, pretty much inevitably. Okay, it's actually really well lit up here. Like, this glowstone is kind of all I need for this top platform. That works great, actually. If it lights up the whole top, then I assume that it will light up the entire bottom section. Mostly. There's still little dark strips on either side, but the monsters look to be staying away from it, at least for now. And really, when they're on top of the hill, I'm not so much worried about them. It's when they get into the main center that I start to worry. But they seem to be avoiding it for now, which is wonderful. All right. So let's go ahead, take a nap, let the sun shine upon our face, and then get a move on. Wonderful. Rather productive episode today. I mean, at least for the things that we wanted to do, which I got pretty much all of them done. And the quartz was remarkably efficient, way better for XP than I thought it would end up being. So that's great, really. All right. I think that we'll just about call it there. Well, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching this episode of the Survival Series. If you enjoyed it, feel free to press the like button if you really enjoyed, or even press the subscribe button on my channel if you'd like to catch some future episodes of the series. I always appreciate seeing the support and feedback that I get in the comments section. I always look forward to reading them and seeing all the advice and the just comments that people have on the videos. I'm grateful for all the things that you say to me. Well, thank you very much as always, and goodbye.